Hello friends, welcome back to RKG Gurukul. I am Raj Kamal Gupta. Let's continue the series of data structure. In this video, we will discuss about abstract data type. So let's start. Let's start with some formal definition. An abstract data type is the specification of data type within some language. The inference of abstract data type ADT is defined in the terms of type and a set of operation on that type. The behavior of each operation is determined by its own input and output. An abstract data type ADT does not specify how the data type is implemented. These implementation details are hidden from the user of ADT and protection from outside access. Another definition is an abstract data type ADT is an abstract concept defined by agents that represent some data and operation on that data. Abstract data type are not defined in terms of concrete instance and do not specify the concrete data type, structure and algorithm used in implementation. Instead, abstract data type define data types only in terms of their operations and the agents to which those operations must adhere. So let's take some example. Example of ADT. First example is list. So list as an ADT. An ADT for list of integer might specify following operations. First one is how to insert new integer at a position in the list. Second one, return true or false if the list is full. Third, return true or false if the list is empty. Return how many integers currently are there in the list. Retrieve the integer from the particular position of the list and delete the integer from particular position from the list. So these are the basic operations defined with list. That's why list is a ADT, abstract data type. From this description, the input and output of each operation should be clear, but the implementation of list has not been specified. Let's see some more example of ADT. So this is stack as an ADT. If stack is an ADT, then the operations associated with stacks are like that. Operations on stack: check whether stack is full or not, check whether the stack is empty or not, push an element into the stack, delete one element from the top of the stack, fetch the top element of the stack and get how many numbers of element are present into the stack. So these are the operations associated with stack. Again, the ADT cannot define, ADT is not defining how the stack is going to be implemented, which type of data structure is going to be used for defining a stack. It is only concerned about the stack operations. Another example of ADT in data structure is queue. So queue is as an ADT, abstract data type, and associated with some operation on queue like that. Check whether the queue is full or not, check whether queue is empty or not, add an element into the queue at the rear end, delete one element from front end of the queue, get total number of elements present into the queue. So these are the operations associated with queue. Again, it is not going to define how the queue is implemented. Whether I used array for the queue or linked list for the queue, it is not specified in ADT. It is only going to concern about the what are the different operations associated with that ADT, that queue ADT. So with that, we finished today's video. I hope you learned something. Stay tuned RKG Gurukul for more. Please like, comment, share this video. Thanks for watching.